Yo, what's up guys? In today's Roblox Anime Defenders video, I'm going to be giving you a full guide, pretty much beginner's guide on Anime Defenders. So, if you walk into the game and you walk straight to summons and you're overwhelmed by spirits, trait rerolls, crafting, evolving, rank rerolls, summoning, there's two different banners, or never mind, there's not, there's only one now, but, yeah, this is pretty much going to run you through everything and, how to play Anime Defenders and be successful. So first of all, we are going to go through trait rerolls, which is right to your left as soon as you walk into summons. It is not letting me scroll all the way down, so I will throw up a video of me like scrolling down while I'm doing this and showing you guys each trait reroll. So first off, we have Brawler, Brawler 1 through 3. Brawler 1 gives 10% increased damage, Brawler 3 gives 15%. So overall, you can never go wrong with Brawler. If you get Brawler and you don't have a lot of trait crystals like me, I would recommend just keeping it, because you really can't go wrong with it. Any unit you get Brawler on, unless it's like a support, like these guys, or maybe Ice Dragon Queen, I would go for like range on Ice Dragon Queen. But it's good on anything. So that's Brawler, and then next we have Swiftness. So Swiftness 1 decreases cooldown by 6%. That's pretty much how fast the unit can attack, so that pretty much makes the unit attack 6% faster, and Swiftness 3 makes the unit attack 12.5% faster. So this, as just like Brawler, you cannot go wrong on. Honestly, I think Swiftness is almost always better than Brawler. Just because it can be used on like every unit, and Brawler sometimes isn't as good, because attacking faster you can really never go wrong with. Next we have Hunter. Hunter 1 increases range by 10%, Hunter 3 increases range by 15%. Hunter is very good for units like Ice Dragon Queen and Pink Rockstar. I have a range trait on my Ice Dragon Queen too, but we will be getting to that later. That is a better one. The reason why this is so effective on Ice Dragon Queen and Pink Rockstar, because Pink Rockstar you're going to want to get that boost getting all the units, and Ice Dragon Queen you're going to want that slow getting as many units as you can get. So yeah, that's Hunter. And next we have Critical. Critical 1 increases crit chance by 20%. Critical 3 increases crit chance by 30%. So pretty much Critical is very good. You can see I have it on my Flame Dragon God. I use this guy forever, pretty much until I got my first secret. And he is super good. I'm probably gonna be doing a unit review on him soon, so stay tuned. That's probably gonna be within the next week. So yeah, that's Critical. You can really never go wrong with it. Crit hits will always do a lot of damage, almost no matter what unit you have. So next we have Prodigy. Increases XP gain by 50%, and it gives the unit some small particles. This is not that great, but if you're just starting, it might be decent to level up some mythics or legendaries that you just got. But I never keep Prodigy. I would try getting it off your unit as soon as possible, because having anything but Prodigy is just way better, because it increases DPS. Next we have Bullseye, which is the one I have on my Ice Dragon Queen. It adds some eye particles right there. You can see the red glowing eyes. And it increases the range by 25%. This is super good. Especially for units that have full AoE attacks like Ice Dragon Queen. You can check out my review of her I uploaded earlier today if you want to see exactly how good she is. But yeah, Bullseye you can really never go wrong with. Super good on Pink Rockstar, super good on Igris, I would assume, super good on Ice Dragon Queen. Yeah. Next we have Sonic. Sonic decreases the cooldown by 20%, so it pretty much makes the unit attack 20% faster. This is super good for any unit you put it on. I would assume it would be super good on Igris, because he has a really big cooldown. But I actually do have this one on my Demon Overlord. You can see the particles right there, the blue like sparkle particles. That is Sonic. And let me actually see how fast he's attacking. 4.3 seconds, so that's pretty fast, not gonna lie. And he has S tier. Okay. Next, we have Precision. Precision gives you plus 30% crit chance and plus 30% crit damage. And it gives the unit an Eyes aura. This one is very good, especially in combination with the Galactic Spirit and or Critical 1, 2, or 3. I do have this on my Ether Knight. And he's been putting in some major work. Let me say that he's only $500, but he's really good. Let me see what his. Oh, he's at 100%. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and roll that later. But yeah, Precision is super good. Okay, guys. So as I was saying, if you do get Precision on a unit, I would highly recommend going on to the Spirits and getting a Galactic Spirit on them, like I did. It's this one right here on my Ether Knight. It's really easy to get, believe it or not. That spirit right there, I will show you it in depth later. But yeah, that is Precision. And next we have Requiem. Requiem gives you 20% damage, minus 10% cooldown, so it makes your unit attack 10% faster. Oops, I accidentally scrolled down. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, and 20% extra range. I do have this on my Bloomer, unfortunately. So it literally does nothing. Yeah, Requiem on a money unit does absolutely nothing. Except for giving her the cool yellow wings. So I'm gonna keep it on her for that, because it's just a flex. But yeah, Requiem, the cool thing about Requiem is that it can actually be better than Almighty in some cases. If your unit, so this is the thing with Requiem, if your unit can be placed 4 times or 5 times, like Grand Ether Knight, Requiem is better than Almighty. I'll show you on the wiki, but on the wiki, Requiem gives a 33.33 DPS, 33.33% DPS increase, and Almighty for 4 placement units gives only 11.7%, and for 5 placement units it's minus 11.8%. So if you get Almighty on your Grand Ether Knight, it's just not good, because having Brawler would be better, because you can place him only once with Almighty when you can place him 5 times normally. So Requiem is better than Almighty in some cases if your unit can be placed more than 4 times or 4 times. So the next trait is Almighty, like I was saying, plus 280% damage. That is almost 3x. Makes your unit attack 15% faster and 10% range. But you can only place the unit 1 time. So this means, hold on, yeah, and it gives them the cool wings like I have on my Igris. So for my Igris, if it didn't have Almighty, I would if it had like Almighty, or no, if it had like Brawler and didn't have Almighty, I would be able to place him twice. But since I have Almighty, I can only place him once. But it's worth it so much because it gives them 280% damage. That is absolutely, like, that is so much damage. So for 2 placement units like Igris, it gives a plus 123% DPS increase. So it's by far the best trait you can get on 2 placement. Other units that are 2 placement is Legion Captain, Sun Jin Woo, Lunar Huntress is 1 placement, so you can only place 1 of her without Almighty. So if you get Lunar Huntress, which is the secret from the Lunar Portal, you get Almighty on her now. You get it now, because for 1 placement units, Almighty gives a plus 347% DPS increase. That is almost 4x. That is 3.47x damage increase, which is absolutely insane, but it is 1 in 1,000. So, yeah, I think that's going to be about it for trait rerolls. You can get trait rerolls from challenges, Tower of Eternity, Raid Shop, I believe Hall of Mirrors, You get them throughout the whole battle pass. So, yeah, you get 11 here. So you would get 33. That's a lot, man. Battle pass is so worth it. I'll get to that later. Alright, so next, I've been excited for this one because I can do something cool here. Stat rerolls, which is right here, rank rerolls. I just had stat rerolls in my thing. So, this is kind of confusing if you're just getting into the game. The way it works is, hold on, I'll show you this. Summoning a unit gives it a random rank. Ranks are pretty much like A, S, B, C, like this. I go in here, he has S tier, B plus, and B minus. Because I've only rerolled them once for S tier. But yeah, hold on. Higher worthiness is better chance of higher rank, so you can see he's at 100% worthiness. If I were to put my Ice Dragon Queen in, she's at 1.8, so that's why she's so low. But yeah, 100 unit kills equals 1% worthiness. So to get 100% worthiness, you're gonna need 10,000 unit kills, I believe. So that takes a while, but it's worth it. You can freeze a stat with 1 Frostbind. So what that means is if I were to roll this right now, I would want to freeze this because I want my S tier still. And I don't want B plus and B minus. And I would re-roll this for 1 risky dice. Frozen stats won't change when you re-roll, yep. And you would re-roll for 1 risky dice. You get risky dice kind of the same way you get trait re-rolls. You get it from challenges, Tower of Eternity, raids. I think, actually, I don't know about raids. But I know challenge and Tower of Eternity, you can give it to you 100%, and you can find them for 800 gems and even cheaper than that. If you find risky dice for under 600 gems, buy it immediately in the trading plaza and resell it for 800. Someone will buy your risky dice for 800 in bulk every time. So that's just a quick trading tip if you're like just getting in. I'll get further in depth with that later. But let me go ahead and show you exactly how this works. So you can see my Grand Ether Knight. He has 100% worthiness. So I'm going to go ahead and freeze my S tier. And we're going to re-roll and see if we can get S tier or something better here. So, alright, let's see. Come on. B plus S tier. Let's go. Okay. So, we got an S tier range. That is exactly how it works. So, don't think if you have 100% worthiness, you're going to get S tier. It happens a lot, but it's not 100%. I've literally, like, I got a B plus. Like, I could have gotten a B plus and a B minus. I could have literally stayed the same. But that is really good that we got that. And range is like the perfect thing for Grand Ether Knight because he has a special ability. Go check my review of Grand Ether Knight if you want to see that special ability. But yeah, I think that's it for rank rerolls. Your rank on a unit can significantly increase like how good it is. Like I believe the range on this was under 18 before, and now it's 19.8 with S tier. So yeah, I don't really know what I was gonna do here, but oh yeah, hold on, I was gonna show you. This has triple S tier, so this is pretty OP. And it has Storm Spirit and Swiftness 3, bro. Like that is attacking so fast. Alright, next we have Spirits. Hopefully my Roblox doesn't crash when I open this. Okay, we're good. So, Spirits are summoned using Spirit Orbs, which you get a ton in the Battle Pass, I believe. Yeah, a ton of them in the Battle Pass. And you get a lot from portals, too. You also get a lot of Trait Crystals from portals. I forgot to say that. But Spirit Orbs are really mainly, for me, done through portals, because I'm done with the Battle Pass. So this is a new addition to the game. This came in update 4, I believe. And Spirits completely changed like everything. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Golden Spirit increases the money gained by the unit by 20%. This is better than Midas Touch, bro. Golden Spirit, which is the most common spirit, is better than one of the most hard to get traits. So you better get Golden Spirit on both of your money units like I did as soon as you can, because it's only 20% and it's pretty easy. Very good, 10 out of 10. You need it for every money unit, and it does get kind of annoying when you get it on a unit that isn't a money unit, and that's why people hate it. But yeah, Arcane Spirit, 16% chance of getting it. When attacking shielded enemies, ignores shields. Okay, ignores shield and directly damages health/armor. This is only really good for specific challenges and Tower of Eternity. I used this on my Sun Jin Woo for some Tower of Eternity, and it was pretty useful. I would say overall, like, probably 8.5 out of 10. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about each of the spirits and kind of just talk for the rest of the video. And I don't know, I'll probably make the music a little bit louder so it's not as boring for you guys. But yeah, I don't know, my Roblox just keeps crashing and it's really annoying. But yeah, so Crimson Spirit is really good. Increases burn/bleed damage inflicted to enemies by 50%. So some units I would really recommend for Crimson Spirit is obviously excuse me, Demon Overlord. I personally have Crimson Spirit on my Demon Overlord, and he's putting in some work. He's my main bleed unit. He's my main, like, fire and bleed. I have him and Ice Dragon Queen. Bleed and freeze. I feel like that's all I really need. And he puts in some work with that bleed. And bleed also makes it so the enemies cannot heal. So that's extremely useful for bosses that might heal, or like when you have that challenge where it's like enemies constantly regen. Another unit I recommend is Flame Dragon God. It increases his burn a lot. I personally have Storm Spirit on my Flame Dragon God, but that's just because I also have Swiftness 3 and he is just attacking super fast, so I don't really need it. But I would really recommend Crimson Spirit for those two units in particular, and really any unit that does burn and bleed damage, because Crimson Spirit is not too hard to obtain. As you can see, 12%. 50% critical chance, and you can get that up to 80%, I believe. If you have precision and critical 3, you can get it up to 80%. And then, like, you're gonna constantly be critting, like, almost all the time. And yeah, so overall, a really good spirit. 10 out of 10, I would say. Okay, the next spirit we have is Dark Spirit. Dark Spirit increases range by 30% and reduces cooldown by 15%, but decreases damage by 30%. I personally never really use this spirit, but I can see where it would be useful. I think it might be useful on a unit like Ice Dragon Queen, but overall for Ice Dragon Queen, I would just get Ice Spirit. That's just, like, way better. We'll be getting into that later, but yeah, I feel like it says, yeah, recommended units, Ice Dragon, Legion, Assassin. Yeah, I would, in support units. Yeah, I would make sense. And I mean, no, I'm not even going to say Pink Rockstar, because she is really needed for that money. But maybe if you're doing an Infinity and you don't need that money as much, you could go Dark Spirit and get that 30% range, and it might be good. But that's really the only scenario I would see. So, alright, let's go to the next spirit. Okay, the next spirit is Ice Spirit. So, Ice Spirit increases slow/stun duration on enemies by 30%. So, recommended units, Ice Dragon Queen, Rift Sorcerer, aka Gojo, Demon King Peak. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. So this for Ice Dragon Queen will make it so, let's see here, it'll pretty much make her slow for 4 seconds instead of 3, which is really good. Only leaves the enemies not frozen for 2 seconds if you have, like, another ice unit there. But yeah, there's really, like, it's pretty obvious how this spirit is really good. Just increases the duration that they're slow by 30%. And yeah, get it on your Ice Dragon Queen. That's really the only spirit that I would recommend for Ice Dragon Queen and slow units like Gojo as well. Maybe get True Spirit on Gojo because you need that damage, but I don't know. Whatever you want. Okay, I think the next spirit is Fire Spirit. I don't know because I'm on the wiki, but I'll hit all of them. Every 6th attack applies a burn, dealing 60% of the unit's damage over 3 seconds. Ooh, that's kind of good. Wait, I didn't know that's what burned it. Okay. Stacks with other burns. Recommended for any units better on non-dots / nuke units. Okay. So okay, I mean, I could see where this is good, but I feel like there's just really no need for this when you're especially having those units like the bleed units and the fire units like Natsu and what's the other fire? I'm forgetting. But yeah, this one isn't too bad. I'd say like 7.5 out of 10 maybe. Yeah, I personally never use it, but if you get it and you want to stick with it, then maybe it's not too bad. Okay, next spirit is Sacred Spirit. Deals 30% more damage when no other units are within its range. Recommended for units with Almighty trait. Okay, I could see where that's good. Maybe if you have like an Almighty, and it has a little small range, then it could be doing some big damage. But overall, it's kind of similar. I mean, it's kind of just like having no spirit if it's near the other units, and I feel like that's just really bad when you could just run a galactic spirit. Oh my god, let me turn this down. Yeah, when you could just be running a galactic spirit. Yeah, overall at the end of the day, galactic spirit is just super good. Yeah, Sacred Spirit, I'm gonna say like 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Okay, the next spirit I believe is Crystal Spirit. Increases damage dealt to bosses by 50%. This can be pretty decent. I still have this on my Elf Wizardess. I just don't use her anymore. And it is pretty good if you need a boss killer, but once you're getting later game, you're just gonna be wanting that big damage for like everything. So, yeah, this isn't bad though if you're early game and you need some help with the bosses. I'm gonna say like 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Okay, the next spirit I believe is Earth Spirit. Stuns all enemies by pinning them to the ground for 4 seconds. Has a 30-second cooldown. Okay. So, yeah, I could see this with Ice Dragon Queen maybe if you can't get Ice Spirit. But, other than that, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't say it stacks. So, I mean, if it's stacked, that would be pretty crazy. But only for 4 seconds is pretty. It has a 30-second cooldown. Is kind of crazy though. Not like terrible though. I'm gonna say like 6.7 out of 10 for the Earth Spirit. Yeah, I believe the next one is the Light Spirit. Reduces the placement and the upgrade cost of the unit by 15%. Okay, I can see this on maybe a money unit, to be honest. If you had a money unit with Midas Touch and this instead of the Golden Spirit, maybe it could be really good because you could just be getting that money really fast and getting your guy to max super fast. Yeah, but other than that, they're saying Dragon Mage. I could see Lunar Huntress. She is really expensive. It would make her cost like 3,800 instead of 4,500 or whatever. Yeah, but I really think that Pink Rockstar idea would work really well with Midas Touch. I might need to try that out. But yeah, overall, this isn't terrible. I'm going to say like 6.6 out of 10. I believe the next spirit is the Mirror Spirit. Every 5th attack, the unit enters a frenzy, reducing cooldowns by 35% for 8 seconds. Has a 15-second cooldown. Okay, I actually had this on my Igris for a really short time before I got Storm Spirit, which is coming up soon. And I don't know, it just wasn't that great. If it maybe was like a 75% decrease cooldown, I know that sounds crazy, but like a frenzy is only 35% cooldown, bro. Like I would think like at least 50. At least 50 is a frenzy. But I don't know. I mean, it could be decent, but I just don't think it's 2.5% or whatever it is, 3.5%. It really should be easier to get. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna say like a 5.8 out of 10 for the Mirror Spirit. Next, I think is Storm Spirit. So Storm Spirit, this one is really good. Decreases units cooldown by 25%. Always. Recommended for units that has a long cooldown. Prime Commander. Elf Hero and the Rift Sorcerer, yep. Also, I would add Igris onto that list. My Igris with Storm Spirit is attacking like every 7 seconds. And I know that sounds like a lot, maybe like 6.8. But he has full AoE and he's doing like 280,000 damage every time that happens. And on my Natsu, he attacks like every 2.9 seconds, I think, with Storm Spirit, which is stupid, bro. Almost always has burn on enemies. So overall, Storm Spirit, I'm gonna say this is I might say 10 out of 10. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 because this has no downsides. This can be put on any unit and it'll be insane. Like, I feel like you could get like 1.8 second cooldowns with this. If you have like Sonic and Swiftness 3 and this, you could get like 1.8 seconds. I should do a video on that, bro. I'm gonna do that. Okay, 10 out of 10 though. Okay, the next spirit we have is the Divine Spirit. This is where it gets really good. Hold on. Divine Spirit inflicts confused on enemies every 30 seconds, causing them to walk backwards. So, this, I think this would be, it's saying multiple placement units. I think this and Requiem on Ether Knight would be insane. Because it would have like 5 units every 30 seconds, making them walk backwards. So it's not just a freeze, they go back on the track. That is really good, and I've seen people with that trait or spirit, and I haven't pulled it yet, but I am so jealous. So yeah, be on the lookout soon though. I'm gonna save up like 250 spirit orbs and use them all on like one OP unit when I get it, okay? So stay tuned. This is coming soon, okay? True Spirit. The unit deals an additional 5% damage for every enemy within its range, up to a maximum of 75% increased damage. This is 10 out of 10. I don't even need to explain it, bro. If this is like the almighty of spirits. Yeah, the Cursed Knight unlocked. Yup, I'm gonna need to. I don't know if I should keep my Storm Spirit on Igris or go for True Spirit. I don't know. Leave it down in the comments. Maybe I'll use Igris for that Spirit Orb video. But yeah, I do really want to get True Spirit on one of my units. It sounds absolutely crazy for Infinite, especially when they're going to be having that hefty health. Definitely know the end in leaderboard runs. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it for spirits. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot one spirit. I forgot Enchanted Spirit. So, Enchanted Spirit has a 10% chance to summon a fallen enemy to fight for you with 25% of its original HP, pretty much turning your unit into a Legion Captain or Sun Jin Woo. But yeah, it says on the wiki to use on ground units to make it so they can hit flying units. I think that's a really good strategy. So if you have something like, let me think of the ground unit. I think Grand Jade Fire Knight is a ground unit. So if you have her, she might be hybrid. But if you have a ground unit and you get Enchanted Spirit on it, the summons will hit flyings. So that is a good strategy. I had this on one of my units for a little bit. I'm gonna overall say 8.2 out of 10. 8.2 out of 10. Pretty good spirit. But yeah, let's move on to the next section. I have game passes. I kind of wanted to just say something about game passes. So VIP, 150,000 gems if you in the trading plaza if you buy it as a gift. I would say it's worth 300 Robux buying it for yourself. If you're not gonna sell it in the trading plaza. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, VIP gives you exclusive quests and name tag. The quests give you some gems, not that many, but it kind of compiles over time. 2x AFK rewards. I don't really use AFK rewards. I just AFK in the trading plaza. and 20% discount on limited banners. That was really useful for me. So if you're gonna get VIP, that's really what I would get it for, is the 20% discount and the exclusive quest kind of. But honestly, I would just buy it as a gift if you're starting out. If you're gonna buy VIP, buy it as a gift, and you can sell it in Trading Plaza for 120,000 gems at least. You can sell it for 150. I'll actually, if any of you guys want to sell me your VIP Game Pass and you're just starting, I'll buy it for 100,000 gems. And I'll get you started, and later on in this video, there's a trading guide on how to get 100,000 gems into 3 million. So, yeah, anyways, next, Divine Dragon Battle Pass. Overall, I would say do not buy this for yourself, because it is about to be the next season of the Battle Pass, I believe. Unless I'm wrong and there's still a couple weeks left, then you can buy it for yourself. But it's 550k to 650k gems. If you were to sell it in the Trading Plaza. So this is a lot of gems. This is almost a secret worth of gems. For like 700 Robux, I believe it's 699. So yeah, this is definitely worth it to sell. Any of these are worth 700 Robux for 700,000 gems. That's like 1 Robux for 1,000 gems. That's insane rate. But yeah, it's definitely worth it for yourself too, because it gives you so much stuff. It gives you probably like 500,000 gems worth of stuff alone, and so many Frostbind, Spirit Orbs, Wishes, Divine Wishes at the end that you can sell for 100k each. Like so much stuff. Alright, and then next we have Shiny Hunter. Shiny Hunter, if you're just starting out and you want to buy Shiny Hunter, I would just buy it as a gift. Like it is for most of this, I'll just buy it as a gift and sell it, bro, because Shiny Hunter you can sell for at least 750 to 180 to 850k, my bad. And Shiny Hunter is really only good if you're trying to collect a lot of shiny units. But Shiny Hunter is definitely worth the Robux if you're gonna sell it in the Trading Plaza. But overall, I wouldn't buy it for yourself unless you're just trying to get a lot of shiny units. Shiny units are worth a lot, not gonna lie. If you can pull a shiny secret, then maybe it would be worth it, but it's just not that much big of an increase. Skip 10 tiers. Again, just sell it on the plaza. If you buy it, it's worth like 800 to 900k gems, so I think this is the most valuable one, but it'll take you a little bit to sell because no one's really looking for this. But yeah, overall, just work for your tiers, I would say. Don't buy this unless you're like really close to Divine Wishes and you need it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Game Passes. That's all I had to say for Game Passes. Okay guys, so this is kind of the big part of the video. So trading. This is how I was able to take 100k gems to 3 million. So what I did is I pretty much buy, this is like my buying and selling list. I buy VIPs for 110 to 120k. I resell it for 140, 150k. They sell pretty fast. They'll for sure sell 150k. And then Legion Commanders, I will buy for, I don't buy them for more than 200,000. I'll buy them for like 175, 180. And then I'll evolve it into a captain, play with it a little, maybe get it to a better trait, and then I'll sell it for like 300k at least. And that's 100k profit on that unit alone. And then, what else was I gonna say? If you're gonna buy a Divine Dragon Battle Pass, buy at, don't buy for more than 500k. I would buy for like 400k. You might find for 350, maybe 375, but overall 400k, resell for 550, 500. I don't resell Battle Passes that much, so I can't speak on it that much. I really just do the VIPs and the Legion Commanders. But yeah, another thing is once you get a lot of gems, you can start doing secret flipping. So if you're gonna do secret flipping, I would recommend going for the Gamer unevolved. You can find the Gamer unevolved for probably 650k if you're lucky, and then you can evolve them to the pro gamer and maybe get a decent trade on them. Even if you don't get a good trade on them, that's still like 900k at least, and then you're making like 200k, and if it doesn't sell for 900k, go like 850, even 800, you'd still be making 100k. And then chance, I've found chance taker for I found it for 400k before, and I evolved it to chance king, and I sold it for like 550 I think, or 525 maybe. So that was a really easy profit, but that's not gonna happen all the time. So I would buy chance takers for 400 to 450k, evolve them, sell them for 525, 540. No one's really gonna buy a chance taker for more than 550. So there's not a lot of profit to make there, but the tax is only 0.03. It's only 3%, so you're still gonna make like 40, 50k. And it's a lot compared to like what you're making with the Legion Commanders. Yeah, so this is pretty much just what I did. I bought low, evolved, and sold, at least for units. And that's how I got my Igris. I traded, like I said, I think it was 2 pro gamers, Demon King, I think it was maybe 2 Demon Kings. It was like 5 secrets for an evolved Igris, not Almighty. I pulled Almighty on it, which I'm super lucky. Another thing is buy Divine Wishes for, you could get someone to sell it for you. You could get someone to sell it to you for 85k, 90k each maybe, and resell for 110, 120. I recently sold one earlier today for 120k. So yeah, those will go in like a day at least. Let me see. And for as far as it goes for like small items like Frostbinds, what I do with Frostbinds is I get like 50 or like 70 of them, and I say in the chat, I say trading Frostbinds for 3 trade crystals, and I say like 73 stock, however many I have, and people will trade you. You say that in the Anime Defenders Discord, people will get to you in like 2. If you say over like a span of like 2 hours, people will get to you for sure, and you'll sell them out. And just keep those trait crystals, because you can sell, like, you can get like an unevolved Sun Jin Woo, also known as the Gamer, for like 650 trait crystals easy. And that's like, if you were to sell those trait crystals, hold on, let me do the math. It would be 640 times 400. It would be 256,000. So you're getting an unevolved Sun Jin Woo for 250k. That is like super good, like that. So that's what I would do with Frostbinds, and just keep the rerolls and get a secret, because people need them rerolls, or you can just use the rerolls and it would still be good. I think that's about it for trading though. Let me think. You can find an Igris evolved, unevolved, for under 3.5 million, I think. Probably under 4 million at least. And yeah, just like offer on people's booths. Say if they have a VIP for 150k, ask like 120k, and they might say 130k, and you can either say, oh, okay, or you can keep bargaining. Like, just bargain all the time, bargain. And if you can't make profit on what they say, then just walk away and go to a different server. Sometimes you'll be like hopping servers like for a minute. Also, I forgot to say what servers are good. So you buy in United States servers and Singapore servers. Those have like the cheap guys, like not like the big dogs. That's where you're gonna buy, and that's where you're gonna haggle. You're gonna find some steals in United States servers, especially because they're stupid. Yeah, and you're going to want to sell and AFK in Germany or India servers. If you can get a spot in an India server, they're like packed, but they have rich people almost always. I don't know what it is, bro. India servers are rich, bro, I'm telling you. And Australia, I don't know. You can try Australia, but I don't really try it.
But yeah, I think that's going to be it for trading and it for the video. So if you enjoyed this video and it helped you in Anime Defenders, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I will be doing daily Anime Defenders / Roblox content for the rest of the year. So that's like 4 months. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!